on, guys? Classic Thomas FTW and Thomas and Friends Season 25 FTL here. And today, I'm going to be reacting to the 4th episode of Treks to Big Adventure Series 1. And it's going to be called Changes on the Railway. So yeah. And it's almost been a year since I did a reaction to the Treks to Big Adventures episode. So yeah. And I also know that season 2 is out already. Like how many? There's like 5 of them out already, and yeah. So basically, in this episode, it takes place immediately after where the last episode left off. Like Sir Topham Hatt and Annie and Carvel are gone on their big world adventure. And Mr. Percival is taking charge of the railway, and Gordon is not really happy with the changes on the railway. So I haven't watched this video for a while, so I don't know much about what happens, but what I do know, that Gordon gets punished at the end. Sorry for spoiling it, but I believe that's what happened. Well, I don't think he got punished, but he got a talking to. So yeah. And as you can see on the thumbnail, Edward and Rosie tried to confront him to comfort him through his rough times and all that. So yeah. So with that being said, let's just begin the video. 3, 2, 1, clickety clack. We are back on the tracks. No pun intended. Let's go. That's Big Adventure. Still have the theme song. Produced by Thomas Francis.
So, let's
Changes
see.
on the road.
Edward, I want you to take building supplies to Brendan Docks. And you, Henry, are needed to take a special goods train to the mainland.
There goes
yes,
my
sir.
chance to go to the mainland. Again.
I'm sorry, James. Ha ha!
I thought they made a
Discover
little reference
Audible
to
with an audiobook on us.
Journey Beyond Sodor.
Percy, I want you to help Rosie learn her way around Thomas's branch line with Toby. Percy, are you listening?
Oh, sorry, sir. It's just that, well, I can't stop thinking about Thomas.
I understand that, Percy, but you have to remember that your friend is happy to make his dreams come true, and he would hate to see you be so sad.
I guess so. Perhaps helping Rosie out will help me think of other things besides Thomas.
Let's see. Gordon, you must take a very heavy goods train to Vickerstown. Rebecca can pull the express, as there aren't that many passengers traveling today.
A goods train? Oh, the indignity. Why can't Rebecca take it, though?
Because she needs to learn how to handle those troublesome trucks first, Gordon. Remember?
And she's still at the scene
Fine.
since we've last seen her.
Here you are, Rebecca.
Oh, Rebecca's back.
Oh, hello there, Philip. It's so good to see you again. And I apologize for not listening to your useful advice.
Forgive and forget is what I always say. It's good to see you're all fixed again.
A goods train. What a shame. What a shame.
Oh, Gordon. Hello again. It's so good to see you.
Oh, I'm glad you're fixed, Rebecca. But you will need to overcome your fear of these troublesome trucks eventually.
I know. But I'm an express engine too, so I can pull these passengers as well. See you around, Gordon.
Oh, Stanley, do you understand why I'm being put on these dirty goods trains? An express engine like myself should only be pulling clean express coaches.
Well, I suppose you can do both of them equally well.
Oh, well, I can, for sure. But that silly Mr. Percival doesn't know me well enough to see how important
What
I
did you
am for
say
this
to me,
railway.
Gordon?
He sees
Gordon.
me as a big
He's
puffed-up
right there.
machine that is only suitable for
You're in
dirty
trouble
jobs
now.
like this. If you ask me, I'd rather have the fat controller back.
Well, Gordon, I understand how important you are to this
You're in
railway,
trouble now.
and that's why I'm letting you pull this very important goods train. I don't appreciate, however, how you are grumbling around at such a busy station like this. We will talk about this after you're done with today's work.
Fine, sir. Get on with my goods train.
Hello there, Percy. I'm ready to roll.
Hello there, Rosie. It's nice to have you here on the branch line to help out.
Now, Rosie, back down gently towards the coaches and wait to be coupled up.
Right.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Perfect. Now,
I'll be back
wait
in like
quietly
2
for the
minutes.
passengers to get on board and for the guard to blow his whistle, of course.
Got it, Toby. There we go. See you again soon, guys. Here we are, everyone. Sorry for the delays. But what am I supposed to do when a cow is on the line?
Well, run your trains on time, for one thing.
But Gordon, that's mean. I couldn't help it.
Puh, that's something to think about.
Now, Gordon, don't let your frustrations get the better of you.
I'm sorry, Rosie, I guess. It's just that with so many changes on the railway,
Sorry about that, guys. I was just
I miss how it was
talking
before it
like-
all happened.
What do you mean, Gordon?
A new controller
Anyways, what I
and a
miss.
new express engine on the railway is one thing, but you sleeping more and more often at Wellsworth Sheds, well, I...
Oh, don't worry, Gordon. You know the reason why I'm sleeping there so often, don't you? I'm helping out with the construction
Because
and
it's the
restoration
because
of
it's
an
right
old
at the
part
start of
of
his
London
branch
docks
line.
that got flooded a long time ago, and it's easier to sleep at my
Well,
branch
they're
line so that I
renovating
don't have
Brenham
to puff around
Docks.
soda all the time for nothing. I'm getting older too, you know.
But you are coming back eventually to Tidmouth Sheds, right?
With how things are looking now, I don't see why not. The construction will still take a long time to be finished, though.
Right, well, see you around, Edward.
Bye, Gordon. Ah, Rosie. I was wondering if you think you can help me out every now and then with the construction of the docks. We will first have to ask Mr. Percival, of course, but do you think it's possible?
I wish I could, Edward. But we have a lot of work on Thomas's branch line. There are more goods trains than ever before, and passenger coaches are getting fuller and fuller each and every day.
Ah, okay, never mind then, I understand that. Perhaps another engine can help me out eventually.
Look, Bertie has his original
Oh,
horn
hello
again.
there, Rosie. I'm Bertie.
Oh, so you're Bertie. I have heard many exciting things about you.
Maybe you've
You
met
have?
before.
Oh, yes.
I don't remember.
Thomas told me about how much you like to race him. And how you're always losing.
Losing? Oh, that Thomas really is a funny lad. No. I was actually winning. Well, anyway, do you like working on this branch line?
Oh, yes, I do. There are so many exciting and new places to discover.
Yeah.
And so many kind faces.
That's good then.
No, it's not
Well,
that.
see you around,
Okay.
Rosie. I had to take myself to the bus depot at Farquhar for a monthly maintenance check.
Farquhar? But that's where I'm going too.
Fucker.
Do you think what I'm thinking?
Oh, yes.
A
I
race.
think I do. Let's
Let's
have a race.
Whoa! Oh, first Thomas, now
You
this
better give up
engine.
on it, Rosie. I'm going
We're
to win
getting
for
bounced
sure.
like peas in a frying
See
pan.
about that?
Rosie,
I don't
be
think there's
careful.
anyone.
Your passengers don't like being bounced around like peas in a frying pan.
But this is so much
Oh,
fun.
Toby's windmill makes a return.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, my. Rosie, stop!
Oh, no.
Sheep on the tracks. Again. She stopped just in time.
Phew. That was close.
What were you thinking,
Sorry, I'm
Rosie?
late, sir.
Going down the branch line at such a high speed.
Well, but sir, Bertie wanted to.
No buts. I'm sorry, Rosie, but I will have to report this to Mr. Percival.
Oh dear.
Pulling goods trains all day. Who does Mr. Percival think he is? And I'm up. Oh, huh? Rosie? What on earth?
Surprise! As Rosie is working on Thomas's branch line now, and as Thomas's shed was empty, I suggested she could spend the night here with us.
But Percy, you can't suddenly bring a new engine into the sheds like this.
Why not, Gordon? I'd much rather have Rosie here than looking at an empty berth all the time.
Puh, the indignity.
Glad to be spending the night here, everyone.
It's nice to have another engine in the sheds when Thomas is away.
Ah, Rosie, there you are. Now look, I think it's perfectly okay that you're staying here at Tidmouth Sheds for the time being, but I'm not pleased, however, with your behavior on the branch line today. Even when you are new to the branch line, you should have known not to race along the tracks like that.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
However,
Bullshit.
apart from that, the passengers told me you brought your trains right on time to their destinations. And the passengers had a smooth ride overall. So good job, but just be careful with the speeds on the branch line from now on, okay?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Now, Gordon, you did a good job today, pulling those special goods trains. However, you shouldn't have been scolding all the time and embarrassed me in front of so many people. What do you have to say about that?
Well,
The thing I want to say is that I miss how everything was before. Now Edward is sleeping at Wellsworth more and more often. There's a new engine in Tidmouth Sheds all of a sudden. There's a new express engine out of nowhere. And there's a new controller who makes me pull goods trains. I just can't take it anymore. I'm leaving.
Now, Gordon, come back here. We can talk about this.
Leave me alone, all of you.
Oh, hello there, Gordon. I wanted to say that.
Not now, Rebecca.
Oh.
There we go. Now let's get some good night's rest. Tomorrow will be a busy day again with the construction of the docks.
I bet it will. Right? Oh.
Wait a minute. What on earth is Gordon doing there? Gordon! It is you. What on earth are you doing here? Shouldn't you be sleeping at Tidmouth Sheds?
Oh, Edward, I'm just so disappointed with all these new changes on Sodor.
New changes?
Oh, you're pretty much always now sleeping here at Wellsworth. A new engine's just arrived to take over my express trains. Rosie is now sleeping in Thomas's berth, and there's a new controller on the railway.
Oh, but Gordon, the reason why I'm sleeping here so often is that it's closer to the construction project at the docks. The factories at Wellsworth provide the docks with a lot of goods, and it's much easier to sleep here. And deep down, you know that Rebecca isn't taking over anyone.
Oh, I don't know, Edward.
Rosie is feeling at home on Thomas's branch line. You could be a bit happier for her. And Mr. Percival, well, I have to admit that he does things differently. But just imagine the stress he's going through himself.
I guess so.
No, Gordon. Deep down, you know so. Now, Gordon, I think it's best you go back to Tidmouth Sheds, apologize, and get a good night's sleep.
That's probably
There's really nothing to worry about.
Yes, I think that's the best thing to do. Thank you, Edward. You really are a good friend.
No problem, Gordon. Take care, and, hold those good strains with pride.
Oh, Edward. Good night.
Night, Gordon. To be continued.
The thing I love about the Premier League is not knowing what'll happen next. Like Rashford scoring his 100th goal for United against West Ham.
Marcus Rashford. Stream the sport you love with a half-price Now Sports membership. Search nowtv.com.
Alright, I think the last time I did this, I showed the title of the episode. Maybe I did. So yeah, that was my reaction to changes on the railway. So what do I think of this episode? This is actually a pretty good episode. I believe this is Forever and Ever done right. Like, in that episode, Gordon was upset that Edward and Henry left Tidmouth Sheds, but that was just a minor issue. Sir Tom Hat wasn't making lots of changes to the railway, but here, this is quite different. Like when Thomas is on a big world adventure with Sir Tom Hat, Annie and Clarabelle, I actually understand what Gordon's going through. This is actually kind of related, because sometimes people don't accept changes, but then they just get used to it all of a sudden. Like, some people might have the same reaction as Gordon, like, they get really tired of the change and want, things to be the same again. Which, that's life, I'm afraid. Like, this actually happens in real life. Like, it happens to me as well. Which I don't even want to talk about because I just don't fancy it. So yeah. So basically, change is a huge part of everyone's lives. Like, sometimes you have to move to a new house. Most of the time you have to go to new schools. Sometimes you have to make new friends. And you don't get to see your old friends anymore that you were getting so used to over the years. Yeah, that's really hard. So yeah. And it's also nice to hear some original continuity references. Like, they actually brought back the Toby's windmill, which, even though this isn't actually canon to the show, but if this was canon, then that would have been cool. So yeah. So yeah, I think that's all there is to say. So yeah. That's all for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and have a great day. Bye!